crying. But I am so proud to be an Andrus.
Hold it up close.
I am so proud to be an Andrus. I think we were friends in heaven. I come from a big family as well, and on Sunday night we always had popcorn, and there I married Ken, and he always had popcorn on Sunday night. I don't know, they must have had popcorn in heaven too, I guess, on Sunday night. But I just think that there's so many good things about the Andruses. My father and mother's a repairman and always could fix things, and Ken is trying to learn how to do some of those things. But some of the kids inherited that. So, but I think of all the good people that are here right now and that maybe couldn't come today, but I appreciate the Andruses and your kindness and your awareness of others. I think that's credit to all of you. Thank you.
I asked them to tell the good things and the bad, and they haven't dared do everything there. But earlier I asked Audrey the good and the bad, and she said on the bad, the Andruses always think they're right. The men in the Andrus family always think they're right. And I said, Audrey, I wanted the negative, that's a positive.
I think this is going to be hard to follow. So one of the first things that I remember was as coming into, I was from a large family. I have 7 sisters. There's 8 girls, and I'm coming into the home for the first time. I came into John and Margie's home, and I remember Nola. Where is she? Is she back there? I remember Nola's crouching in a corner and staring at me, and I'm like, what have I done? and I realized that I was maybe a little different than some of the family, and then Kim's grandpa Ivan backed that up, because he looked at me for a minute and he turned to Kim and he said, in my day, she wouldn't have been worth a plug nickel. And so I asked him for a translation of that a little later, and he said that it was because, he said, Grandpa liked his women big and strong, and I was not there. So, and I remember Louise, has this come up yet? Because I was a little late. Louise made a comment one day that she'd much rather be an Andrus than be married to one.
That's because they're never wrong.
I thought we'd make that connection right here so we could.
I heard Ken say that very same thing to me too.
You heard that. All right. I just thought, there was a story that has been told before. And Louise said something about it, and I'm like, I think everybody's heard the story, and she said none of the younger ones have heard it. So I'm going to tell you about my first Thanksgiving at the Andrus home. Okay? So I was there, I was a little, yes.
Were you married when the Thanksgiving happened?
Yes.
Okay.
Just long enough that I couldn't get out of it. Okay? Now, we got married in September. This was November. So we'd had Thanksgiving dinner. Everything was amazing and wonderful and great food and lots of it, and everybody was happy. And then John got the idea that he was going to shoot a cow. Now, the cow was a beef cow that was in the dairy herd. Is that right, if I remember right? And so I was like, oh, no big deal. And then I saw this procession of young men go out to the back porch. Everybody grabbed a trench coat and a helmet. And I was like, oh, this is not looking well. And then they got out and got in this car and started chasing this cow across the field. Now the field had just been plowed, and so there was like, and the car, you know, and they get to a spot where they get close to the cow, all 4 doors of the car would fling open, out would come the rifles, and they'd start smattering bullets at this cow, and then they'd all jump back in the car, doors would shut, car would start after the cow again, which was comical. But the problem, the thing that really upset me was John was running from window to window watching this whole thing and just cussing like